To say that a historic establishment is doing something for the first time in 277 years is pretty, well, historic. The Washington Inn and Tavern is celebrating Jamaican Independence Day Friday with an authentic Jamaican meal. And here with us is Dr. Nadine Burton. She's the ethnic crop specialist with the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, and Chef Russell Robbins with the Washington Inn and Tavern. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. So, this is quite the collaboration you guys have got going on.
Yes, it is. The University of Maryland Eastern Shore is proud to work with the community. Research and teaching is what their main focus, right, but they do have a third arm, which is the extension. And what we do is work with our community to improve the welfare of the community. And one of the things that we do under extension is alternative crops production. So we find the problem, the researchers solve them, and then the extension take the solution back to the community. So we sort of make the research works.
Okay, so you've got me hungry already. Now, first off, this is, I'm not real smart in the kitchen, but that's not lettuce.
No, it isn't.
What is that?
This is Jamaican callaloo.
Okay.
It is from the Palmer amaranth family,
right,
but this is edible amaranth.
Okay,
it goes by a number of different names.
So while we're talking, put me to work. Tell me what I can be doing here.
Now today, because we don't cook it like this,
right, I
I'm going to ask you to chop it for me.
Chop it. Thank you, Chef.
Yes. And in the meantime, I'm going to season this oxtail.
Can I show this off to the camera here?
Yes.
You called this oxtail.
Yes.
And that really is what it is.
It's really oxtail.
This is oxtail.
Yes.
So how do you season oxtail?
Well, let us
show me what you. And now you say how big, how much of it? How much?
Let me show you
show
how.
Me,
yeah, let me show you.
Yeah, you turn me loose on this. There's no telling what you're gonna get. Okay, gotcha. I can do that.
Right.
Alrighty. So you go to oxtail seasoning. What is it? Why is this something that you want to do so much for the community? And
it is and it plays a number of roles. One, food insecurity.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Food insecurity in the sense that we are from we have a diverse population, and hence we need diverse food.
Right.
There's diversification of our food.
Okay.
And so, coming from Jamaica, I can't find the things that I'm accustomed to eat.
Right.
And can't find in the food that I'm accustomed to eat, that means I'm food insecure.
Okay, that makes sense to me.
And so we want to make sure that we can, this is Jamaican jerk season.
Okay.
So you put a bit of that on it. May I have the browning, please? And this you do overnight.
So you let this sit?
You let this sit.
Okay.
This is browning.
Right.
And right, so we're just gonna add a little to that.
So Chef, is there somebody else involved in this collaboration that's going on with the
local farmer Michael from Wood Duck Farms, him and his wife Kelly grow the callaloo.
Okay.
And they also grow the Scotch bonnet peppers.
Okay, okay.
And so we add some onions.
Yeah. Is there something else I should be doing?
When you finish with that, that's fine.
Is that good?
Cut it right down. May I have some? And so because we can't find the things that we are accustomed to, body oil seasoning is one of the things that we use.
Right.
And so we had just a pinch. No salt. Everything else is good. And this is it. This is what you.
That's what you let
You
sit.
leave it overnight or early
Right.
in the morning for a couple of hours before you start cooking.
So Chef, let me ask you, why is Washington Inn and Tavern in on this?
I met Nadine through Mike, our local farmer that we buy a lot of product from.
Right.
And we found out that this coming Friday is Jamaican Independence Day,
Yeah.
and we thought it would be a cool celebration. Try to diversify our clientele a little bit. And
Okay.
do a little bit something different in the kitchen.
I'm sorry, Chef, what else do you need me to do?
Yes.
What am I doing?
Could you add some oil in this? You're gonna cook callaloo today.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right. So
All this going in?
first you add your onions.
Okay.
Right.
We've got the oil, we've got the onions.
Let that saute.
Jamaican is just naturally spicy, isn't it?
It is. So you let this
right.
simmer a
So
little.
it's gonna sit, all right.
Yeah.
And then this is gonna sit.
Yes. So
Okay.
could Yeah. it could
What would you like for me to do with this? Are we waiting on this?
be. We're waiting on this.
For that?
Yes, so we can add this to that.
Gotcha. Okay,
So
so
throwing that in the oven would be a good time.
how, oh, we can put this in the oven now? All right, let me do that. So,
Okay.
how long does this particular dish usually take? Because you said we're going to let this sit.
Normally, we'll do this overnight,
Right.
season overnight, and prepare. Just off preparing everything will give roughly 2 hours for oxtail and Jamaican rice and peas from scratch and
Yeah.
all that. Roughly 2 hours.
And this is time the family can spend together.
That
isn't it?
is what they do.
That's
so
why it's
food is very important.
Right.
Plays a very
Tell
important
you what, we're going to
part.
move on to the next step. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to get things moving along here, and we'll be right back to find out more. We are back in the Delmarva Life Kitchen with Dr. Nadine Burton, and who is the ethnic crop specialist with the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, and Chef Russell Robbins of the Washington Inn and Tavern. And tell me what we have here, Doctor.
Oh, today you have oxtail, brown stewed oxtail with rice and peas and callaloo, sautéed callaloo.
And this is a pretty typical.
It's one of our most popular meal
Okay.
back home.
All right. And you were telling me this is hibiscus tea.
This is hibiscus tea, and one of the reasons why we have it today is because the local farmers are growing it,
Right.
and it is high in demand, very nutritious, and filled with antioxidant.
And if I'd have been smart, I'd have opened this before we came back on camera. So I'm gonna let that sit for just a second. Now, what is this here?
This is carrot juice
Okay.
with stout. Mixed with stout, yes. And then this would serve with your Sunday dinner. So your oxtail and rice and peas will be typically a Sunday dinner
Okay.
back in Jamaica.
Tell me real quick about Jamaican Independence Day. Why this is such a big deal that you want to celebrate it on Friday?
To be honest, when we got together, the first holiday would be the Independence Day. Jamaica got independence in 1962 from the British. And on the 6th of August is when we celebrate that day. And being here in the U.S. for 10 years,
Right.
I've missed all of those days. And when I got this opportunity to showcase some of the ethnic crop that the university is promoting
Right.
and the farmers are growing, we decided to, thank you so much, we decided to use it for this day. So come Friday, it will be a big celebration in Jamaica, parading and all type of excitement.
All kinds of things.
Yes.
So, Chef, tell me what's going on that you're participating in this celebration.
So Friday, Nadine's going to come in and help us cook a traditional Jamaican meal. It's going to be everything we've done today, plus several other items. It's served as 3 courses with a drink each course. It's $50 a person. There's less than 15 tickets remaining.
Oh.
They can get one on opentable.com, the Washington Inn and Tavern.
And of course, we will have that information for you on delmarvalife.com. Dr. Nadine, Chef Russ, thank you so much for sharing this. I'm going to take a real quick sip of this wonderful hibiscus tea, and then you know what? I'm going in for the oxtail.
Ah.
Just saying.